Hi everyone, what am I showing you today? It's always a guessing game. These are just kind of trees, my neighbor's yard. The sun's shining on it. It's going to get dark. I had a late start. I was going to go use my gift card, but some awful person put me in a bad mood. I shouldn't let someone bother me, but they did. They do. And they always will. But anyhow, I think I put the story up. Yes, I did. About the soap opera and how the man was dying from Alzheimer's. It's a soap opera, okay? It's not true story. But anyhow, so he died. And the son, well, let me backstory, whatever it's called. And I sat with my dad when he was in hospice. I was there 12 hours with him, and he didn't die while I was there. And he was just choking, literally choking, like couldn't breathe, choking for 12 hours that I was with him. And when I did the other video, I said how I realized I thought my dad didn't love me, and he tried to like buy my love. He pranced his girlfriends around in front of me and this and that. And then I said I realized that he did love me, because when I was going to my senior ball, he took my car and washed it and waxed it and filled up the tank and put money in the car for me. And so he loved me in his own way. So in the other video, I wish I knew what it was called. I'll try to figure out how to link it down below in the box, whatever that box is called. But anyhow, so when I was watching the show, sometimes soap operas are, I mean, they got a lot of drama. Sometimes they're, you can reflect on things. So anyhow, so this guy whose dad was dying, they didn't have a good relationship. Like I said, my dad didn't die when I was there, and by the time I got to the parking garage, because I had to leave, because my daughter had to go inpatient in the hospital to see if she was having seizures the next morning at 6 a.m., so I had to get everything ready for Polly's dad to watch him, because we were going to be in the hospital 10 days. But anyhow, no, that can't be right. That's not right. How do I mix the story? Because if she was going to be in the hospital... No, she was. But if he died... No, I'm mixed up. Because I remember when she was in the hospital, he died. I'm really mixed up. Let me pause a minute. I think maybe it was, okay, so they didn't think he was going to go that quick. So she had to go to the hospital, because then I remember they didn't finish her testing. They let her out for the funeral, and she was supposed to come back, but she never did. I don't know. I'm confused now. I was crying so much from the soap opera. But anyhow, so I said my dad, by not dying while I was there, it was like his last hurrah, like, haha, I didn't die when you were there. You couldn't be there with me. But I had another way to look at it when I was watching the soap opera. The guy, again, this is soap opera, but the guy whose father was dying, he was sitting with him. And sometimes people, when you do that, they just hold on. That's what my aunt in Canada was doing with her sister. She knew she didn't want her to go. I mean, she was in it's called snowing a patient in nursing school. They teach us. They give you a lot of morphine. It's called snowing. So you're not really there. I mean, you're not, consciously there. But anyhow, this is such a hard subject to talk about. But anyhow, so on the soap opera, the son says to the dad, Dad, I love you, I forgive you. I forgot the rest of it, but basically the gist of the story is, my mouth is dry, sorry. The gist of the story is, he said, I'm going to go now, and like, it's okay or something. In other words, he was going to leave him there to die. Just go out of the room, that's all. So then I think his wife asked him why he did it or whatever. So he left, and he realized his dad didn't want him there to see him die. And I never thought of that angle with my own father. And maybe that's what he did, rather than the last jab he could give me, because he wasn't a good dad to me. But maybe this was his last moments to do something good, to not have me sit there and watch him take his last breath. And I think I believe that more than it was the last jab. So thank goodness for that soap opera, because it leaves me with a better feeling. Not that my dad's gone, but that maybe that's what he was doing, because people do hang on, and very, very interesting things at the end of life that can happen. So as hard as it was watching the soap opera, because I had so many memories of my dad, he didn't have Alzheimer's, but it was just, it gave me a different perspective, and I'm glad it did. It gave me, like, I don't know, not warm fuzzy, but just like, yeah, my dad, he did care, even though he gave away my inheritance to, well, his sister and brother-in-law stole it, so he didn't have much choice. But anyhow, that gives me peace. Yes, the money would have saved me and Polly. We'd be in a better place. My mouth would be fixed. I'd be eating food. I wouldn't keep losing weight like I am. But at least I have a good feeling in my heart. Maybe my dad just didn't want me to be there. And then after that, now back to the soap opera, when they were leaving, the nurse stopped them and said, oh, there's something here we forgot. We had it in storage for you. And what happened is his dad never bought him a bike. He always wanted a bike. A little analogy, Polly's father has never bought him a bike. Polly has never had a bike, any kind of bike. Just a little side note. So anyhow, the nurse brings out a bike. Of course, it's a man's bike. And what a touching end to that story. Of course, I cried. I mean, those were happy tears. But the dad probably had it arranged ahead of time. They had a private duty nurse and all. But it was just, I don't know, it was just so nice. Like, that really made me believe that, my dad probably didn't die in front of me because he didn't want me to see him die. It wasn't his last hurrah. Not at all. I don't think so. I believe it was he didn't want me to be there and see that. So I'm glad I watched the soap opera, as hard as it was. And maybe someday Polly will get his bike. I don't know. I just threw that in there because this is so hard to talk about, but I hope it helps someone else if you have relationship problems with someone, or, nothing's perfect in this world, and God knows 2020 is so unperfect, so horrible. But I hope this story helps somebody. It took me many times to be able to say it. I cried a lot, and I don't want to be crying there for you guys to listen to, but yep, I believe my dad didn't want me to be there to see him die. So that's what I'm sticking to. So anyhow, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you to all the new subscribers. Please stay on. You will see my face soon. And hopefully Polly and I will be doing some taste tests. Challenges, something. So you'll get to see Polly too. And share this. So we're trying to get to 1,100 subscribers, and someone's doing fireworks somewhere. You can hear them. And don't forget to share. Sharing is caring. Don't forget to pay it forward. Feels good in your heart, Polly's heart, and my heart. And call your friends. Help them if you can. Just be a friend. Be an ear. We all need somebody. Everyone needs someone always, especially during this time of uncertainty, unrest. And who knows, I try to think positive and think it will get better, but I don't know, my heart of hearts, I think things are just going to get worse and worse. But for today, I feel good. I feel my dad wanted to spare me. So for now, I hope everyone's well. There's someone one of my subscribers is going through the hurricane, so let's pray for her and her family, and everyone else who's going through that, and the wildfires. And we have a vlog to put prayers. But why don't you if you have someone to pray for, just put it on whatever video is up, the new video, and we will pray. And those who are praying for, if you can give updates, let us know how it's going. So for now, Bye, everyone.